Hello viewers of Sounding Board, and tonight we're going to talk about Marvel Studios' Spider-Man figure. Based on the recent film No Way Home. But they dubbed it Marvel Studios Spider-Man, I think, so that they don't have to pay Sony royalties of any kind. And this is the Doctor Strange figure, since his movie's coming up and in a couple weeks, and I thought, well, let's do Doctor Strange. I got lucky to find him on the shelf, because you don't find these, they didn't last long on the shelf, and two, Spider-Man's released this week, so I thought it'd be a nice touch to talk about a Spider-Man figure. Excuse me, I gotta quit doing these late at night because it's quieter. But yeah, this is Doctor Strange, the package for Spider-Man. And it's kind of funny, they use a Spider-Man old incarnation, and they, like I said, they don't even give you what movie it's from. But the Doctor Strange here has mystery gear. So I wonder if this figure is going to be repackaged for the Mouth of Madness with a Wanda in the set. Well, let's open him up and see. This is one of those figures that once you open him, you pretty much destroy the package. As you can see, destroying the package. So everyone else's in the world goes up notches in value, if you're one of the lucky ones to find him on the shelf. And his web gear is a special gold chest plate with a spider logo on it. He comes with the classic spell incantation, which I think was used as a Marvel Legends, because it has the symbol and a place where the hand could have been glued on. The cape is detachable. This is the first time I opened one of these, because they've had this scale for both Marvel and G.I. Joe. I haven't seen this for Power Rangers or Star Wars yet. He has no leg other than hip. He has arm, and rotating elbow, bendable elbow, no wrist, neck is bald, no waist, so he's a pretty straightforward play in the backyard type action figure. You can buy this figure and you don't have to worry about him getting broke by that was the package. Where's this hand? Huh. The spell casting thing is tricky. There it goes. And there is Doctor Strange. There from the front, from the side, from the back, without the cape. The interior of the cape actually has detail as well, unlike a lot of other figures where the cape really has no detail within it. And the cape does stay better on this figure than it does on his Marvel Legends incarnate version of him. But he's a good solid figure to let the kids play with for this series. His spider armor doesn't fit too well. They should have just given him a PowerPoint, like him shooting, like shooting something out of his hands in this yellow plastic. Um, what do you say? What do you say? There's not really too much to say other than it's Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. And actually, you could stand this next to your Sherlock's Benedict Cumberbatch because he's the same size. Because of the old figures from the UK of Doctor Who and the few they released of Sherlock are in this scale. They're not in the this scale. And so yeah, like I said, these are good, solid outside toy figures. Figures that now Doctor Strange here I wouldn't play with too much outside because he has a painted face. It's easy to scuff that thing up. And then all of a sudden, you've got a figure with no nose. Maybe a chin's gone and part of his forehead. That was a problem with the old Luke Skywalkers. A few of them they were painted. Their hair was painted in. The plastic that was molded was the same color as the plastic underneath the flesh tone. Jedi Luke has that problem. He has this really dark brown, ugly plastic, and then his face is painted on. When I always thought it's just easier just to make them all flesh tone, because they're tailoring these to kids, and they got to take into account how hard kids roughhouse with them, how much they're going to play with them outside. They never take that into account when they were thinking of these figures. It's okay to scuff knuckles and fingers, because that's going to happen when you shove accessories on them. But when you screw the face up, that's the end of the figure. No one really enjoys playing with a figure, and usually those become yard sale fodder, even if they're in good condition. Once the face is damaged in some way, they become yard sale fodder. But let me know what you think of these figures. Did you buy any of the other ones? Did the Spider-Man figures have more mobility than Doctor Strange here? Did you get a better web gear than what Doctor Strange has? Maybe the web gear would have worked better if they came out with, I was thinking right now, with the Miles Morales movie, Into the Spider-Verse. Because these weird little Spider Gear pieces would have worked better as something coming from the Spider-Verse. But with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man Spider-Man movie, it just doesn't work. But other than that, he's a nice looking figure. He's good for standing on your desk, your shelf, someplace where you want to show off that you're a Marvel buff or a Doctor Strange buff. Because Doctor Strange's figures currently are basically his movie incarnations, not his comic book incarnations. But until next time, this is the Sounding Board, signing off.